So you might have seen a notice circulating all over Instagram yesterday claiming that after tomorrow, Instagram will be allowed to quote unquote use your photos in court and litigation against you. And apparently by screenshotting the graphic and posting it onto your page, you can safely exclude yourself from it happening to you. Now, there were obvious red flags about this post, a few of them being that it didn't really seem to have any original source and that all the places it said the word Instagram, you can tell had been replaced by another word, which I'm gonna guess was probably the word Facebook. I bring this up because I noticed so many millennials and people with efficient tech literacy, or AKA people who've been using the internet for a while, were sort of weirded out by how far this copy and paste hoax spread and expressed discomfort in how many people, including influential people, did not recognize that this was a fake piece of information. Now, I think it's second nature to laugh or even judge people for not noticing things like this. Trust me, I do it myself. It's a very American thing to make fun of older people for not knowing how to use technology. There are hundreds of memes that make jokes out of this, and the thing is, the anatomy of a successful joke all has to deal with the element of surprise. We laugh because we're not expecting what the punchline will be. And so we laugh at how older people use technology so differently because we literally cannot believe what's so easy for us to understand, something that's so natural to us can be so alien to them. And this can be funny, but I think it's also something we should pay attention to because since we live in such a technologically advanced society, we adopt tech really quickly. If you look at history, the world has transformed many times over because of technology, even to the point where things that were invented less than 20 years ago are unrecognizable to some kids today. If you look at our pictures, our clothes have changed, our cars have changed, even the pictures themselves have changed drastically. And because of all this rapid adoption, we're prone to becoming tech illiterate just by a way of being here. And this can get tricky because we use so much of this technology to communicate with each other. Just in case you were wondering, the definition of tech literacy is the ability of an individual working independently with others to responsibly, appropriately, and effectively use technology tools to access, manage, integrate, evaluate, create, and communicate information. In America, your value is often measured by your tech literacy, and this creates an illusion that older people get less valuable as time passes by, which is a shame. If anything, older people probably have more value as time passes by because they have more wisdom and life experience. But tech literacy shows how well you can get a job. It shows how likely you're going to be communicated with. For example, grandma knows that unless she learns how to use FaceTime or texting, she's most likely not going to hear from you. So there is this expectation in American culture to get with the program or get left behind. When we adopt technology so quickly, our communication style changes, and this creates language barriers that tend to look like this. Each generation in this one society is speaking a different language. And when I say language, I don't mean English or Spanish. Language is not limited to words. They are deeply impacted by mediums, aka technology, particularly the technology that we use while growing up. Now, I know I called out Gen X in the title of this video, but that is no diss. I love Gen X and I feel like we wouldn't be here without you guys. And I also know that many of you do not fall for these copy and paste hoaxes. I only feel the need to identify generations in conversations like these because I feel like the more that we can respect the differences about each other, the more we can appreciate what's the same. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my email list at alexwolf.co/newsletter. Also, I dive super deep into this topic in the presentation I gave about why so many millennials feel unaligned with their age. I'll include the link to that in the description. But yeah, bye for real this time.